Today, I'll be discussing an exciting and impactful topic. It's a field that bridges science and technology to solve real world problems in agriculture, medicine, the environment, and industry. Which field do you think it is? It's called biotechnology. Exactly. Biotechnology refers to using living systems and organisms to develop products or technologies that improve our lives. It combines disciplines like biology, chemistry, and engineering to address critical challenges. Biotechnology has a long story. Let me crisp it. What comes to your mind when I say fermented products? Maybe like pastries, yogurt, wine, or beer, right? In traditional biotechnology, for thousands of years, humans used microorganisms for fermentation to make bread, cheese, and alcohol. And at the same time, in modern biotechnology, this era began in the 20th century with advancements in genetics and DNA technology, where the discovery of DNA structure in 1953 by Watson and Crick laid the foundation for genetic engineering. Why do you think the discovery of DNA was so important? Because DNA enables scientists to manipulate genes to create new traits and products. By the 1970s, recombinant DNA technology revolutionized biotechnology, allowing scientists to insert genes from one organism into another. Biotechnology is the interdisciplinary partner between biology, engineering, medicine, and plant science. Let's discuss few branches of biotechnology. First one is medical biotechnology. It focuses on healthcare solutions like vaccines, gene therapy, and personalized medicine. For example, production of insulin for diabetic patients. If I can name a recent breakthrough in medical biotechnology, will be like COVID-19 vaccines and CRISPR gene editing. Agricultural biotechnology. This field has revolutionized agriculture, enabling us to produce more food, fight pests, and improve crop resilience. So this includes genetically modified crops, pest-resistant plants, and biofertilizers. And for example, BT cotton and golden rice. Now, why do you think the biotechnology is important in agriculture? Because agricultural biotechnology is crucial for addressing the challenges like food security, pest infestations, and environmental sustainability. Moving forward with environmental biotechnology. It is the application of biotechnology to solve environmental issues such as pollution, waste disposal, and resource conservation. This field plays a vital role in promoting sustainability and protecting our natural resources, which deals with bioremediation, biofuels, and waste management, that is, cleaning up pollution through bioremediation. For example, where we use microorganisms to clean up the oil spills in ocean and producing renewable energy in the form of biofuels. At the same time, we can manage the waste more sustainably. Industrial biotechnology. It focuses on using biological system and process to create products like enzymes, bioethanol, and biodegradable plastic. Yes, the biodegradable plastic. What is this biodegradable plastics? These are the plastics which are made from natural, renewable sources, and they break down into non-toxic components such as water, carbon dioxide, and biomass. Unlike the conventional plastics which can take hundreds of years to degenerate, these are much more environmental friendly. They are like plastics that break down naturally or even can be called as eco-friendly alternatives. Marine biotechnology. Marine biotechnology focuses on utilizing resources from ocean and seas to create products and technologies that benefits humanity. These resources include marine organisms like algae, fish, corals, and other microorganisms. We all know that the ocean is a treasure trove of biodiversity, right? and marine technology taps into this to improve food security, develop new medicine, and promote sustainable practices. That is, they focuses on exploiting marine resources for pharmaceuticals and aquaculture. Biotechnology relies on advanced tools and techniques. First up, we have recombinant DNA technology. This technique involves combining DNA from two different sources to create genetically modified organisms or GMOs. By inserting specific genes into an organism, we can give it new traits or improve existing ones. Exactly. It's a versatile tool that's used in agriculture, medicine, and even environmental application. For example, producing insulin using a bacteria called E. coli. Next, let's talk about CRISPR-Cas9, also known as Clustered Regulatory Interspace Short Palindromic Repeats Cas9, one of the most advanced tools in biotechnology today. CRISPR allows scientists to edit genomes with unprecedented precision. It works like molecular scissors, cutting the DNA at a specific location so that genes can be added, removed, or modified, a modern tool for precise genome editing. Moving on, we have tissue culture, a technique used to grow cells, tissues, or even whole plant in a controlled laboratory environment. This technique is particularly useful in agriculture, where we can use mass-produced of disease-free plants or propagate rare species. In medicine, tissue culture helps in studying cell behavior and developing regenerative therapies. Hence, tissue culture is a backbone technology for plant breeding, cloning, and even drug testing. Another incredible tool is PCR or polymerase chain reaction. This technique is used to amplify small DNA samples, making millions of copies in just a few hours. It's widely used in research, diagnostics, and even criminal forensics. For instance, PCR can help identify genetic disorder, detect pathogens, or analyze DNA found at crime scene, amplifying small DNA samples for research and forensics, as I said. Biotechnology has evolved in India. Our country has made remarkable strides in the field, and government support has played a crucial role in driving research, innovation, and development. First, let's talk about some important organizations that have been instrumental in advancing biotechnology in India. Organizations like Department of Biotechnology (DBT). It supports projects related to healthcare, agriculture, and environmental biotechnology, ensuring India remains at the forefront of innovation. Biotechnology Industry Research Assistance Council (BIRAC) is an initiative of the DBT that specifically supports startup and small enterprises in the biotech industry. It provides funding, mentorship, and technical assistance to foster innovation and entrepreneurship in biotechnology. These organizations provide the resource, guidance, and infrastructure necessary to turn scientific ideas into practical solutions. India also launched several initiatives to drive progress in biotechnology. So let's take a look at a couple of examples. BT cotton. So BT cotton introduced in 2002, which was India's first commercially approved genetically modified crop. It is engineered to resist pests like the bollworm, significantly boosting cotton yields and reducing the need for chemical pesticides. Make in India program. This initiative encourages innovation and manufacturing across various sectors, including biotechnology. It supports the development of indigenous biotech solutions, reducing dependency on imports and boosting the economy. While biotechnology has immense potential, it also faces challenges. ethical issue or ethical concern. Biotechnology often raises moral and ethical questions, especially in areas like cloning, where should we clone animals or humans? Where do we draw the line? And also when it comes to genetic modification. Is it ethical to alter the genetic makeup of plants, animals, or even humans? So while genetic engineering can solve the problems like hunger or disease, this also raises concerns about playing with nature, long-term consequences and misuses. So balancing benefits and ethical consideration is very crucial here. The second one is biosafety. Potential risk of GMOs to health and environment. So ensuring that GMOs are thoroughly tested for safety and their environmental impact is key to address these concerns. The third one is regulatory hurdles. Strict approval process. Right. While we need a strict rules to protect health and the environment, streamlining these processes can help innovation solution reach society faster without compromising the safety. Finally, let's discuss public perception. Many people are skeptical about biotechnology because of fear of the unknown or lack of understanding maybe, and even misconceptions about GMOs, cloning or synthetic biology. Where we land. So we have to build public trust through education, transparency and effective communication is essential. When people understand the benefit and safety measures, they are more likely to adapt new technologies. Forging ahead, to fully realize the potential of biotechnology, we must invest in research and development to create indigenous solutions. Also, by increasing public awareness about its benefits and safety. We should also promote international collaboration for knowledge sharing, and the government and organizations should provide policy support to encourage innovation and investment. In conclusion, biotechnology is a game changer for solving critical challenges in agriculture, healthcare, and the environment. With the right policies, investment, and public trust, it can drive sustainable development and economic growth. Thank you for watching. If you find this video informative, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.